Okay, so sitting around towards the end of your mat. And just roll the shoulders a few times. Okay, loosen out the lower back, so maybe rock a little forwards and backwards. And just find a really good seated position for yourself. Let your arms drop down. Okay, and just shutting your eyes, going inside. And then taking a nice long deep breath in through your nose. And breathing out through your nose. Take a long deep breath in. Breathing all the way back out. Take a long deep breath in. Breathing all the way back out. And this time, take a longer, deeper breath in. Go right to the top of your inhalation. And then gently lower down your chin and hold on to your breath. And raising your chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Take a long deep breath in. Gently nodding your chin down in towards your chest and holding on to your breath. And drawing your chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Take a long deep breath in, go a little bit deeper. And now breathing all the way back out. And breathing out as completely as you can. Go right down to the bottom of your exhalation. Drawing your chin down and holding the breath out. And then raising the chin back up, breathing in. And one more time, breathing out. And again, going right down to the bottom of your exhalation. And try and breathe out just a little bit more. And lower down your chin and holding the breath out. Raising your chin back up and breathing in. And breathing out. Take a long deep breath in. And out. Just take another couple of deep breaths in and out with that newfound depth that we have to the breath. Clasping your fingers up together, take a deep breath in, raising both arms. And as you breathe out, let's take a little rotation with your upper body. And then breathing in, bring it back to the middle. Breathing out, taking a little rotation with your upper body. Breathing in, bring it to the middle. And then breathing out, let's lower down the hands. Gently lift yourself up into your knees. Walk your knees back. And just come down into pose of the child. And I'm just going to start off by walking your right hand across and over. And feel that stretch coming down into the right hand side of your body. If it's not enough stretch for you, walk over your left hand towards the far edge of your mat. And see if you can get a little bit more release into the side of your body. Now swapping the hands over, walk over your right hand, take your left hand on top of your right. And again, wriggle it across. See if you can maybe get a little bit more stretch up into the left hand side. And then walk the hands all the way back into the middle, lifting your chin, and then drawing your body slowly up and along the ground. Roll down the shoulders, lifting the chin, and then let's curl the toes, sending your hips back and take your head down through your arms. Draw forwards into a strong plank, and then bending your knees and releasing up and back onto your heels. Let's breathe in as you draw up and along the ground, rolling down the shoulders, lifting the chin. Breathing out, sending your hips back and taking your head down through your arms. Breathing in as you draw forwards to a plank. And breathing out to bend your knees and sit back upon the heels. Breathing in, drawing up and along the ground, rolling down the shoulders, lifting the chin. Breathing out, send the hips back and take the head down through your arms. Breathing in, draw forwards to your plank. Breathing out, bending your knees and sitting on back. Breathing in, drawing your body up, rolling down the shoulders, lifting the chin. And breathing out, pull the belly up underneath you as you ease your heels away. Breathing in, draw forwards to plank. Breathing out, bend the knees and sit on back to the heels. One more time, breathing in, drawing up and along the ground. Breathing out, this time staying in down dog, and we'll walk it off a little on the spot. So just very carefully again, thinking about how this is working for you, thinking about how your body's reacting. So noticing your lower back, noticing your shoulders and your body weight. And what you'll find as you go through, your body starts to feel lighter. As the muscles start to release their tension, the body starts to feel a little bit easier to handle. Now let's keep the heels back and walk the hands back. And just letting your body hang here just for a moment, head, neck and shoulders release. Then bending the knees a little, slowly unrolling, and all the way back up to the ceiling with both hands. Clasp up your fingers, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, activate the waist. And start to take a nice long stretch out into the side of your body. Breathing in, bring it back on up. Breathing out, activating your waist. Take that nice long stretch out into the side of your body. Breathing in, bring it up. Out, lower down your arms, relax your shoulders. Let's step on up to the top of your mat. Bring your hands in towards your heart. Taking a breath in, let's raise both of your arms. And as you breathe out, let's open the body, fold forwards, bending your knees where you need to. Breathing in, step back with your right leg, releasing your knee down to the floor, coming up a little into your fingertips. And breathing out, stepping back with the left leg and hold to a plank. Breathing in as you come down to your knees, your belly and chest. And breathing out, drawing up into an upward dog. Elbows are in, shoulders are relaxed down. Breathing in as you lower and curl the toes. Breathing out as you push to a plank. And breathing out back into downward dog. Breathing in right foot, stepping up, lifting the chin, releasing the toes. And breathing out left leg, lightly stepping up and we're folding to the knees. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, open chest, gaze up to your thumbs. And breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, raising both of your arms. Breathing out, open your body and fall forwards. Breathing in, left leg. Step it all the way back and release your knee, lifting your chin. Breathing out, right leg, stepping back and hold to a plank. And then breathing in as you come down to your knees, belly and chest. Breathing out, drawing into your upward dog, lowering the shoulders, opening the collarbone. Breathing in, lower, curl the toes, engage the core. Breathing out, push to a strong plank, or back off into a downward dog. Breathing in, left leg, stepping up, lifting the chin, releasing toes. And breathing out, right leg, stepping on up and folding. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, open your chest, gaze up to your thumbs. And breathing out, hands back into your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, open your chest and fall forwards. Breathing in, right leg stepping back. I'd like to leave the knee on the floor this time. And drawing your body up, opening out with your shoulders and your chest. We're going to come out into a little half twist. So I'll just open my arms up, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, I'd like us to twist across so the right arm comes over. And we're reaching over, we're going to reach around for the hip, and then we're going to reach around for the hip. So you're wrapping your left arm back and around, and you're wrapping your right hand across, and then looking back over your shoulder for me. Now it's a bit of a tricky old balance, okay? Take a couple of breaths in and out. Alright, now releasing it all the way back up and round, and then raising both of your arms, and either look up between your hands or bring the hands together, and we're just driving the hips forwards a little if we can, just going into a little bit of a stretch there for your hip flexors, bringing it all of the way back down again, stepping your feet together behind you. Let's come down upon your knees, your belly and your chest. And we'll come up into a little half twist here on your cobra. If you could take your right arm across the top of your mat, left fingers down towards the side of you. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, rise up onto your forearm. Relax your shoulders, relax your back and your buttocks, and then look over your left shoulder and see if you can see your left foot. Maybe you can see both feet today. And bring it slowly back round. And let's swap the arms over. Fingertips down to the floor, taking a deep breath in. As you breathe out, rise up onto the forearm, just keeping the shoulders down, legs relaxed. We're looking over the shoulder, looking back towards your right foot. Or maybe the space between your feet. And bring it slowly back round. Hands underneath your shoulders for me. Let's breathe in as we come up into your upward dog. Just keeping the elbows in by your ribs, keeping your shoulders soft. And let's release it all of the way back down again. Curl the toes, engage the core. Breathe in, push up to plank, and breathe out to a downward dog. Breathing in, right foot stepping up between your hands. Lift your chin, releasing your toes. And then breathing out, left foot stepping up and folding. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, open your chest, gaze up to your thumbs. Breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, let's raise both arms. Breathing out, open your body and fold on forwards. Breathing in, left leg, stepping all the way back, releasing your knee. Okay, so letting the knees stay on the floor, we're going to come back out with our upper body. And again, open your chest, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let's wrap across that left hand towards your right hip. And then your right hand back and around towards your opposite hip. And then looking around behind you. Gently bring it back on round, and we're going to come up through the middle, drawing in a little bit deeper into the hip flexors, so either look up between your hands or bring your hands together, driving the hip flexors out, especially if you've been sat down a lot today. Just got to really let those muscles release out. So good for you. And then taking your hands all the way back down, curl the toes and step the feet together behind you. And let's come down upon your knees, your belly, your chest. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of strengthening and mobility work at the same time today. So I'm going to move your feet together, squeeze the backside, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, lift both legs, and then breathe in, lower your legs back down. Squeeze the backside, point your toes, breathing out, lift both legs, and breathing in to lower. Again, breathing out to lift both legs up, breathing in to lower. And again, breathing out, squeeze the backside, lift, breathing in to lower. Breathing out, squeeze and lift, and lower. One more time. Point your toes, squeeze the backside, lift the legs, and then breathing in to let go. Feet about as wide as your mat. And then breathing in, coming into your upward dog. Breathing out, letting those elbows relax, opening your collarbone. And then let's slowly release it back down again. Curl the toes, engage your core, breathing in, strong line to plank. Back out into your downward dog. Breathing in, left leg, stepping up, lifting the chin, releasing toes. Breathing out, right leg, softly stepping up or folding into the knees. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, open your chest, gaze up to your thumbs. Breathing out, hands back in towards your heart. Coming into our jump backs. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, opening your chest and fall forwards. Breathing in, lifting your chin. Breathing out, step or hop back. Breathing in, hover or come to the belly. And pulling forwards into a cobra. Breathing out, roll over the toes into your downward facing dog. Breathing in, rise to your tiptoes, look forwards. Breathing out, step or hop between your hands. Breathing in, raising your chin, flat back. Breathing out, deeper down to your legs with your fold. Breathing in, coming all the way back up to a standing position. Breathing out, follow your hands back into your heart. Breathing in, following your hands up. Breathing out, open your body and fall forwards. Breathing in, lifting your chin. Breathing out, step or hop back. Breathing in, hover or come to the belly, rolling over the toes if you can. And breathing out, roll back over the toes if you can. Look up towards your navel. Breathing in, round the spine, come up into your toes, look forwards. Breathing out, step or hop between your hands. Breathing in, raising your chin to flat back. Breathing out, deeper hold into the legs. Breathing in, coming all of the way back up to a standing position. Breathing out, hands back in towards your heart. This time, sitting lower, coming into fierce posture. Breathing in as you raise both arms and either look between your hands, if that is nicer for your neck and shoulders, or straight up towards your thumbs. Direct your hips back, pull your belly up underneath your ribs, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, open the body, fold forwards, head to your knees. Breathing in, raise your chest, and breathing out, step or hop back. Breathing in to pull up over your toes, lifting your chin. Breathing out, high roll over your toes, and placing your left foot flat to the floor and stepping your right foot up between your hands. Keep your knee deep in towards your armpit. Let's bring your body to come up and open into preparation of warrior one for me. Breathing in, turn your palms, and breathing out, raise both arms. So either again, look between your hands or bring your hands together. Bend your front knee and push back into the back leg, but make it strong from below but light above. Deep breath in. Breathing out, hands back down either side of your foot. Step your feet back together behind you. And either hover, rolling over the toes. Breathing in, lifting your chin. Breathing out, roll back over your toes. Right foot flat to the floor, left foot stepping through to the top of your mat. Start to bring your body up, open into preparation of warrior one. Breathing in, turn palms, and breathing out, softly raise your arms. Trying to get those ribs and hips front facing as well as you can today. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, take your hands back to either side of your foot and step feet back together behind you. Chaturanga Dandasana, breathing in, rolling up over your toes and lifting your chin. Breathing out to roll high over your toes and look to your navel. Breathing in, round the spine, look forwards. Breathing out, step or hop between your hands. Breathing in, lifting your chin. And breathing out to fold deeper. Bending your knees, weight back into the heels. Breathing in, raise arms and look up. Breathing out, come all the way back out to standing. Hands back into your heart. Take that sequence again. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, lower back upon the heels. Raising your arms upwards, gaze towards your thumbs. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, open the body, fold forwards, head diving in towards your knees. Breathing in, lifting your chin. Breathing out, step or hop back. Breathing in to pull forwards over the toes and lifting the chin. Breathing out, roll high over the toes. And then placing left foot flat to the floor and your right foot stepping through to the top of your mat. Coming straight up into warrior one, raising both arms and look up to your thumbs. Ground yourself in a little here, breathing in and out. Now this time breathe in, and as you breathe out, warrior two, by opening up that back hip and rolling the knees back a little bit. Lower down into that front knee. Good, deep breath in. As you breathe out, reverse warrior, reaching on back and looking up towards your upper hand. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, coming with your hands right down in towards the floor again. Step the feet back together behind you. Either hover, lowering your body almost from the floor and then rolling over the toes, or you come down to the belly. Rolling high over the toes. Placing right foot flat to the floor, left foot stepping through to the top of your mat. Come straight up into warrior one for me. Raising your arms and looking on up. Breathe, deep breath. In through your nose, out through your nose. Let's come into warrior two. Let's open up that back hip. Good, tuck under with your tailbones, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Engage with your core. Deep breath in, reverse, breathing out. Looking up towards your upper hand if you can. But always change your gaze. If you're finding it difficult to stay focused on balance, always looking at something that's solid. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring your hands all the way back to the floor for me. Step the feet back together behind you. Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathing in, roll up over your toes if you can. Cobra. Breathing out, roll over your toes to downward facing dog. Breathing in, rounding your back, look forwards. Breathing out, step or hop between your hands. Breathing in, lifting your chin up. And out, fold deeper. Breathing in, bend your knees, sit back. Breathing in, raising your arms. And breathing out, slowly let those arms back down by your side. Very well done. Okay, it should be a little bit warmer, I hope. So, coming into your triangle sequence today, let's take a deep breath in, raising both of your arms again for me. Breathing out, open your chest and fold on forwards. Breathing in, step your left foot back behind you and place it at a 45-degree angle. Now taking through your right elbow to your right knee and take your left arm back behind you again. Wrap it back and look back over your shoulder for me. Just getting into opening up the body And trying all the way through a lot of these postures, we're looking to keep the hips and the chest on the same line. So we're trying to not lean forwards. Now I'm going to release back out your left arm. Let it come up past your ear, in alignment with your ear. And then take down, if you feel like it, your right hand to the front of your right foot. Alright, and it's a deep bend. So you kind of want to feel that the knee is on the back of the shoulder. You know, so I really want that knee to bend. Alright, now let's release your left hand around the front of your body. Push hard and try not to come up too high. Come into warrior two. That's it, so keep that knee bent for me. Yeah, feel that working. Alright, now turn back out your back foot so it's straight facing. And then start to lengthen and straighten your front leg. Alright, so again, like I say, you want the hips drawn forwards. And in particular, just clench up a little on your left buttock. Really lock that left buttock on. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, right hand down towards your right leg. Left arm coming up and looking up towards your left hand. And reaching your left hand upwards. So really draw forwards with the hips. Maintain that strength through the body. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, lowering down your left hand to your right leg. Taking your right hand to your lower back. If you want to go further, and remember you can keep your right knee bent, if that pays, you know, that you should do that. You can take your hand beyond your foot. You could maybe take your right hand back to the ceiling, and you're working into your reverse triangle. Looking up towards your right hand if you can. Alright, now bending deeply into your right knee. Bring the hands back behind you, clasping up your fingers, coming into humble warrior. With that lovely tuck down now with the head, relax your neck. Go back towards your back foot, and if you can, letting your arms just release up and over so they're going up towards your head behind you. Okay, now I'm working the right arm underneath the right knee and see if the fingers are available. So remember, you can skip this if you want to, or you can keep it low and you don't need to go all the way through to burn paradise. But if you would like to work it on a little bit more, start to shuffle back in your back foot and place it next door to your right foot. And then if we can, we're coming back up to standing. Good, wonderful, wonderful. And if you want to, extend the leg a little. Amazing, everybody. Let's come on back down, bend the knee, place the foot back down, take your left foot back behind you again, and have both of your hands towards the inside of your foot. Now I'm going to roll onto the edge of the back foot, which in turn will mean that the front foot opens. Now from there, if you wish to just take it to a side plank, okay, with your foot at the top of your mat, you could do. You could stack the feet up, one on top of the other, and that could be side plank today. Or you can take hold of your big toe with your right hand, and you can bring your right leg up towards the ceiling. Take a few breaths there, wherever you've gotten it to today. And then stepping back your right foot to the top of your mat. And we'll bring the left leg in, half of your stride. Alright, now as you look back, you've got about 2 palms distance between your feet. Bring your body up to about halfway and square off your hips towards the front edge of your mat. Send your tailbone away, either take hold of your elbow or take a backwards prayer. Take a deep breath in, lifting your chin, and as you breathe out, working it forwards, and halfway may well be enough, okay? If you want to go further, lowering your chin down towards your shin. But we're trying to stretch out. The upper body comes away from the lower body, all right? Try not to round the back, okay? If you can help it, the back remains flatter. All right, now we're coming back up a little bit, bending into your right knee, and see if you can steady your balance and lift your back leg up off the floor, coming into warrior three. Hips facing downwards, the back foot is flexed. And then either take down both of your hands or just your right hand. And if you can balance, open up with your left arm, open out to the left, and try and rotate your hip, open a little bit more. And then taking both of your hands down, let your left leg come back to your right leg, fold it in towards your knees, and then as you come back up, breathing in. As you bring your hands to your heart, breathing out. Letting your arms down. Okay, coming into your tree position, dancer, and half lotus today. Okay, so just let go a little bit. Okay, breathe. Particularly if you have a tendency to hold your breath when you do those last couple of positions. And we're going to take up that right foot when you're ready, placing it above or below your knee. I'm really focusing on letting that knee open. Hands into your heart, raising the fingers up through the midline of your body if you can. Right hand back behind the left so you come into that wrist wrap. Keeping the chin lifted a little if you can and looking at something that is eye line level. And let's release down your right hand, turning your right leg, and then if we can, gently tilting, keeping the chin up, bring the hand and the foot away a little. Good, drawing it slowly back on in, and then receiving your foot from underneath. Alright, gently draw the foot towards the crease at the top of your leg and letting your knee gently open back. Alright, now lots of things we can do here. You can support the foot, you can reach back and take the elbow, you can wriggle that arm round and maybe get hold of your big toe. And you can either stay upright, okay, if you're staying upright, straighten up your standing leg and see if you can encourage the knee down a little bit more. Alright, if you wish to fold forwards, bend the standing leg and then draw your body downwards. Alright, so two different things that you can think of working into here. Take your time. So when you're straightening up that standing leg, we draw back a little and maybe give a little bit more chance for the knee and the hip to open. Good. Coming slowly back up again, everybody. And then raising your arms, and then extending the leg out and away from the body, breathing in and out. That's it, a little bit higher, breathing in and out, letting it all the way back down. Nice little working flat quad, okay? Hands in towards your heart. Let's get ready, we're going to the other side. Deep breath in, raising both arms. As you breathe out, fold the body on forwards, breathing in, right foot stepping back for me. Back heel down into the floor. We're drawing down the left elbow to the left knee. And today we just want to sweep that arm back. We're going to reach around. See if you can find your waist or your inner thigh. Looking back over your shoulder. And again, tailbone tucked slightly under. Start to draw in that strong alignment. And then we can bring back out your right arm and maybe take your left hand downwards. That's it, really bending into the knee. It really is about bending the knees so that both of the legs really, really work here for you. All right, now letting around the arm and then keeping the knee as low as you can, as low as you had it in extended side, and then coming up. And you should really feel your quads kicking in, all right? That's what we want. We want that to happen. Now moving around your back foot, so your back foot is nice and straight facing out. Straighten up that front leg. All right, so again, tuck under a little. Draw your attention to your right buttock. Hold on to it a little bit. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, move your upper body out to the left. Take down your left hand, and you've got a perfect symmetrical alignment through the body, from your ribs down to your hips. You're gazing up towards your thumb. Nice deep breath. In through your nose, out through your nose. Alright, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, lowering that right hand down towards your left leg. Left hand coming around towards your lower back. And you know, if that is enough, you are going to stay there for me. If you want to bend into that left knee, you know you can. Or you can take your hand to the floor and then maybe bring your left hand back up. Bringing it all the way back round. Bend deeply now into the knee. Let your shoulder and knee come a bit closer if you can. Clasp your fingers up and come into humble warrior, looking towards your back foot. Alright, now I'm going to draw through that left arm underneath the left knee. Maybe find the fingers, okay? And if you're happy to move it on, then we start to move back up, shuffle back up your right foot from parallel squat, pushing hard through your right foot, come up to standing, so your hamstrings and your glutes really kick in there, and then maybe a little bit of a lift. Keep going everybody, you're doing fab. If you get that leg just an inch off the floor, it's amazing. Good job, everybody. All right, coming back down, bend the knee, place the foot down, stepping back with the right foot, and then have both of your hands to the inside of your foot again for me. Roll onto the outside edge of your back foot, your right foot, and then from here, you can either leave your left foot where it is, you can raise your arm. You can stack your feet up, one on top of the other, or you can have a go at taking hold of your big toe. See if you can swing it up towards the ceiling. And then bring it all of the way back round. Pop it back towards the top of your mat again. And let's just step that back leg in, half of your stride. All right, and then coming up to halfway, squaring off the hips. Okay, so massive bit of work here coming in for your hamstrings and your glutes. Back prayer, all right, if your arms will do that, or you're holding onto your elbows. Either way is a chest opener. Okay, so we'll peel those shoulder blades back. All right, then from here, gently coming forwards. Again, like I said with this one, you either stay halfway, you get a lot of work going on, that's staying halfway, or you're lowering your chin down towards your shin, okay, which will take you a little bit deeper. Alright, then if we think about coming up into Warrior 3 now, bending the front knee a little bit, give yourself that leeway, start to lift the back leg up, heel pushing up towards the ceiling and toes pointing downwards. And then either both hands to the floor or just your left hand, and turning it open into half half moon balance. Rolling open the back hip, gazing up towards your thumb if you wish to. And then letting that hand all the way back down. Let the right leg meet the left leg. As you come back up, breathing in, coming all the way back up. As you bring your hands to your heart, breathing out. Letting your arms down. Releasing out with your shoulders. Okay. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Let's prepare to come up into tree. Bringing your left foot above or below your knee joint. Hands in towards your heart. Either stay here or bring the hands up through the midline. Taking your left hand back behind your right. Let's lower down that left hand. Turning your left leg, let the foot just feel heavy in your hand. Taking your right arm forwards and then very gently, if it feels good to you today, extend the foot upwards a little, lift the gaze up a little so you've got a little bit of back bend, a little bit of quad stretch. And then slowly come back round. And let's receive that left foot from underneath. I always say from underneath because what we don't want to do is turn the ankle the wrong way. So if you go from underneath, you're turning your body open and outwards, which is how your body's formed. Everything comes from the center outwards, from your heart, from your internals, okay? So from here, reaching back round, either taking your big toe or your ankle or your elbow. And then if you wish to fall forwards, very gently take it down. If you're staying up, maybe straighten your standing leg a little bit more today. Alright, and slowly coming back on up. Releasing the leg. Taking the leg in front of you, breathing in and out. In and out. Well done. Good job, everybody. Alright, step back a little so you're about in the middle of your mat. Okay, I'm going to bring it down into crow. Okay, from here, so coming up into your tiptoes. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, lowering your body carefully down. Alright, so remember, you're taking your crow to what is right for you. If it's not right for you to take the feet off the floor, you don't do that today. Alright, so I'm going to take my hands a good distance away from my feet. I'm bending the elbows slightly. And I'm taking my knees as high up my arms as I can. I know that if my knees slide down, at least we've started with something. Alright, then looking forwards. And then moving it forwards. So that it almost feels like there's no weight in the feet. And then when you find that there's no weight in the feet, they'll be happy to come off the floor. And then they'll tuck up behind you. And we're staying with our vision forwards. Alright, but like I say, it's just a bit by bit. And if you get a day where you're thinking, my balance isn't here, just do one foot. Okay, come back, take a break. Go back up, do the other foot. Alright, because there's always different ways to do it. You don't have to do the same thing every time. You know, it's absolutely okay. Alright, come on down once you have finished for me. Now I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of back mobility work. I'm going to take you back onto your back and we're going to do the shoulder bridge, lifting the hips up and down. If you have a wheel, alright, that is no problem for you to go up into the wheel. Maybe put it in, alright. I would err on the delicate side of your body though, okay? So remember, you don't have to do it, and you want to know that your back is happy for you to do it. All right, so if it's a shoulder bridge day today, then that is it. There'll be another day when the wheel is a wheel day, okay? So come round onto your back for me. And then if we just draw the heels in towards you, so they're in touching distance. And then I'm just going to lift the hips upwards towards the ceiling. So just coming up into your shoulder bridge, just drawing up, rippling up, much like we would do if we were doing Pilates. And then drawing all of the way back down again. So again, I'm just rippling my hips up and away from the ground, coming up onto the shoulders. And then releasing it back down. And if this is a great therapy for your back, carry on. You don't have to take it any further. Or you could take it up and you could hold it up and draw your hands underneath your back. Okay, so you're supporting your back up and away from the ground. Try that again today. It might be where you're at. Alright, don't worry if it's difficult to get your hands underneath your back. Just hold your hips up there instead. And maybe clasp your fingers underneath your back. And then slowly bringing it back down again. And if that's enough for you today, maybe just hug your knees in towards you and release it out. If you'd like to go further, then taking your hands so they're facing in towards your shoulders and your elbows are pushing up towards the ceiling. Lift up so you come up onto the top of your head. And then from there, if it feels like it's a good thing to do, push up and straighten your arms. Now just be careful not to let your feet turn open. Try and keep your feet so that they're facing straight ahead. Now if you come up, take your head back down to the ground and walk your hands a bit closer in towards your feet underneath you. And then go up again, pressing the body upwards. You really should feel a good stretch through the belly. You feel your shoulders working there for you. Back bending. Coming back down one more time for those of you who are up. Walk your hands in a bit closer. And then go one more time, pushing up towards the ceiling, looking back towards your fingers. Alright, if you want to stay up there for another couple of breaths, then do. And then bring everybody else back down. And then again, holding onto your knees or coming into happy baby. So you can hold on to the heels and draw the knees downwards towards the sides of your body. And just rock a little side to side. Alright, letting your legs down. And just bring your right knee across your body. And you can leave it like that. You can take your right hand to the side and look over towards it. Or you can try bending up your left foot, left leg, and then reaching hold of your left foot with your right hand. And then you can look over towards the right. So you feel a little bit of a twist coming there through the hips and the glutes, but particularly for the lower back. Gently bring it back round to the middle. We'll swap on sides. So bringing your right hand to your left knee, and you can just take your left arm to the side and look towards it. Or you could try bending up your right leg and taking hold of it with your left hand, and then looking over towards the left. Bring it all the way back down. and my knees are dropping open. So this could be your fish today, all right? That might be enough. You could cross your legs and you could draw your feet underneath you, okay? Now, for this one and also for the lotus, so some of you might be able to take lotus today, in which case you're taking one leg and then the other in. Now, with this complete position from here on, you're then going to draw the top of your head to the floor, digging your elbows into the ground, and then looking back to the top end of your mat. So maybe you're supporting yourself up on your elbows, your bottom is on the floor, your chest is open. You can do that in a lotus. Alright, so you have your right leg in first, your left leg in second, or you can do it with a cross-legged position, holding on to the sides of your body. Like I say, if none of those feel good today, soles of the feet together and you're just putting your hands on your thighs. Alright, so there's something for everybody. 2 more breaths. Nice deep breath in and out. One more time. And breathing out. Alright, carefully lift your head up. Place your legs out. Release your neck carefully. Straighten out with your legs. And I'm going to just take you down into some relaxation. So if you need to, placing something over your body. And feel free to put your feet up the wall, okay? You can be in any way, which way you like. Now, I haven't said this for a while, but relaxation doesn't necessarily always have to be in the classical form. By the term relaxation, it should mean that it's pretty personal. So you may want to use cushions underneath your back and underneath your neck, underneath your knees. That is really lovely. You may want to take your relaxation on your belly or on your side. So it just really is. It's about how it makes you feel. And if it makes you feel that you can almost feel like you're drifting off into a little bit of a slumber, it's the right thing, okay? You should feel that your heart and that your whole body feels relaxed. And that's why I say it's not the same for everybody. But now if we can come into taking a deep breath in through your nose, and then lion breath, the breath out. So do that again, deep breath, and use your lion breath, your roar, letting all of the dead old air at the bottom of your lung space, let it out, let it go. And now the next deep breath in, the mouth is shut, and we're sighing down into the body, and using this as many times as you want to, just to let go. Let your body just come into that lovely, soft, released position. So we're just going to become conscious of our eyebrows, our concentration lines around our eyes, just letting them melt away. And just being conscious of your jaw. We're just trying not to clench our teeth. Being conscious of your neck and your shoulders, your arms. Letting them fall back, maybe, depending on how you're laying today. Relax your belly. Maybe just notice if there's any gurgling, if there's any sounds or any movements coming from that area. Just notice without judgment. Relaxing your buttocks and legs. Just letting them feel heavy. relaxing your feet, your toes. Maybe just imagine that you're gathering all of the tension in your body and you send it out through the bottom of your feet. Just gather it all up, however you imagine that that tension would look. Gather it all up into a nice neat ball and then send it away from your body. Let it go. And in the same way, we're letting go of this practice. It served us, and now we can let it go. Leaving ourselves open, ready for our next practice. Remaining in this lovely stillness, this safety that we have here. And if you want to be here for a little longer today, you're safe, you're in your own home, you can just stay there. Just let your whole body let go. Maybe we draw our attention to our breathing again. Maybe just taking a little breath in and out of the body. Maybe just visualizing the passage of the breath coming in and out, our life force. Feel how the breath coming in almost is cooling the brain. Feel ready to start to come out of relaxation. Just starting to stretch your fingers and toes. Moving through your wrists and your ankles. Placing your feet back down to the ground. And gently rolling, maybe a little side to side with the knees. Maybe drawing round to one side and gently encouraging your body back up to a seated position. Tall body, tall spine, chest open. Now taking a breath in and raising both of your arms. Come to high namaste. And as you breathe out, come down to your crown, come to your third eye, come to your throat, stopping in and checking in at your heart. We can offer a namaste to each other. Namaste. And if you wish to finish with an Om, take a deep breath in. Passing on our healthy best wishes to each and every one of us. Passing the energy around. Passing the energy out to the universe. Whoever needs it, okay? Knowing that they can gather it in. Very well done tonight, everybody. I hope you have a lovely evening. Hope you feel good.